The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do. With the limited sources you have, your dream is still a fine motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long, and burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my zone.
Boy, right on time.
I'm trying to tell you, but it happened. It happened. We here, we live. What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to your favorite day of the week. Maybe not yours, but it's definitely ours. But most of you guys probably is your favorite week. But this is another Gentleman's Talk Wednesday. Welcome to another outstanding episode of Gentleman's Talk with your favorite outlandish gentleman. Of course, I am the one that they call Mr. GQ. And all I got to say is that Drake is a hoe.
He's a hoe. Anyway, you know what it is. It's your boy DJ Micah B from the sideline, DJ Micah B. And I just got to say, we're only a half month into 2025, and the shit is crazy.
Why do you gotta say it like that? Like half a month already?
Right. You can't even sit here and tell me half a month didn't go by without blinking.
I feel bad for you cats with girlfriends because Valentine's Day is in 30 days.
True. And don't forget about National Side Chick Day, which is actually a month from now.
You ain't shit.
You know what place you are depending on what day he takes you out.
Yeah, you know exactly where you fall depending on what happens.
Shit, what's going on, y'all? It's Outlaw, and them garlic promise John wings be so fire.
Look, Mr. J and her kids started dying.
Man, I got that off of Instagram. I can't take credit for that one.
I told you, and y'all thought I was crazy. See?
That man mouth moving, but no words
coming
out.
Your audio broke.
As my boy Joseph Beverly would say, we can't hear what you're saying, so it ain't processing in our brain.
So as you know, ladies and gentlemen, until Mr. Gent get his audio back to his regularly scheduled program. So we had an interview last week with Dan D, the Hitmaker. Outstanding interview. It was fun. It was great. The TikToks are already up. If you haven't been keeping up. And speaking of that, after we talked after the show, and I told you I couldn't see his video, but then like when I started cutting up and pulling the TikToks, I was like, oh, now I can see him. I don't know why I couldn't see him during the show. Like I literally could not see him at all during the interview, and it's not because like he was super dark or anything like that. It just I don't know what it was. I just couldn't see him. But as soon as I started watching the TikToks after the fact, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then, of course, speaking of TikTok, unfortunately, we are 4 days away from potentially not having TikTok anymore. And that's very upsetting because Gentleman's Talk TikTok has been doing very well since we kind of start rocking and rolling over there. And that's our favorite platform to post all of our show clips from because the damn show ain't YouTube Shorts because y'all don't watch them. Y'all don't watch them at all. Yeah,
honestly, I'd be forgetting that YouTube has shorts. Like my daughter watches it for like
that. My daughter watches YouTube Shorts, but I damn sure don't. Except when I'm at work sometimes, and I get like ones about some video games I've been following. That's like the extent of the shorts I'll be watching. But like, I go to TikTok for my shorts, if you will.
Yeah, I feel like you don't go on YouTube for shorts. You go there to like watch something like longer,
meaningful.
Longer than 5
like
seconds.
How to fix my car or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Jen, are you alive? Did you get your audio fixed?
Hell no.
Hell yes, you
like
did.
A whole different nigga.
We heard him say hell no, so it's kind of working.
Push into my headphones. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck my microphone's not working.
That man got a whole different voice.
Yeah, that man sound like he fresh out the studio. They had to
Nah, that man sound like he got dubbed by like a Japanese studio or something.
I'm trying to
They're gonna start talking with a delay. Be like, hey man, my audio not working.
His damn mouth flaps don't match the words.
Over there looking like an extra from Black Dynamite.
But it's Mr. Jen coming at y'all, and men deserve to be smart little spoons too. So
Facts. We was kind of talking about that pre-show, but yes.
There's nothing wrong.
Men
with
deserve to be
somebody
little
hold you.
spoons sometimes. All right, there ain't nothing wrong with being held sometimes after a really long day. Sometimes that's all you want.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I feel like if you don't hold me, I'm about to go hold a bottle of tequila. Like, what do you want it to be?
Yeah, I mean, that or I ain't got no problem. Just have my face buried in some nice pillows too. I'm all for that too. That's just as comfortable. I can fall asleep right there.
It wouldn't be you without the double entrande.
Yeah, I gotta do it. And if you got it, you got it. If you got it, you got it.
Damn French came up with
a double entendre. But yes, if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, go back to school. We does that around here. But as per usual, we told you guys how we got things kind of rocking. We got things rolling. We got a loaded show for you today. We're not going to do our interviews like every single week. We're going to space them out so that we don't bombard you guys with interviews. So I got distracted by China's comment. It cracked me up.
I'm trying to tell you, this dude thought I was tripping when I told him I almost had a brain aneurysm.
Hey, it's okay. We here to stimulate the mind sometime, but we're here to also give you a 6-pack and your ribs hurting from laughing so hard because we're good for all the above. All right, so we got you covered on all fronts. But of course, we're gonna get started. Normally, I would tell you that I want to get started with what's trending, but I don't. I immediately want to jump into our first Dumbass Millionaires of 2020. Oh, so kind of going off of what Micah said, it only took us a half a month to start finding some dumbasses out here. And boy, did we find the first one. So first one up on deck is Jontay Porter. If you follow the NBA, Jontay Porter is the player who was essentially kicked out of the league for gambling on his own games. So he is also the brother of another NBA player who currently plays for the Denver Nuggets, who's also an NBA champion, and he's also the better Porter brother, Michael Porter Jr., to be exact. So why are we bringing up Jontay Porter again? Because this dumbass was texting bettors during Raptors games to keep them updated on his status. So he was helping people win their money because he was literally texting them. And then I have examples. All right, we pulled this story. So on January 22nd, they pulled text messages where he was saying, they call him NBA Player One in this lawsuit. But he said, I went back to the locker room to get my eye checked on. And then he said another text message, IDK if I'm going to play much more. And then he said, I'm not starting the second half. And then he followed it up with, but if it's garbage time, I will shoot 1,000,000 shots. My guy. If you're going to bet at a level like this, at least win some actual money that was worth the shit. Because the amount of money that you won was actually not a lot at all. Like if you gonna fuck the system all the way. Don't just put the tip in. Go ahead and give it what it deserves if you really gonna do some dumb shit. Because you're gonna lose. So you might as well lose while securing the bag simultaneously. But you did not, sir. You did the exact opposite. You tried to bet little tiny small bets, and then look at you now. Now you're just not in the league. You're banned for life. And, now you affecting two people because you had your brother feeling some type of way because you embarrassing the family name. Like, what are we doing here? Fellas, your thoughts on that?
I just wonder, like, how much was he making from sports betting that he wants to throw away his whole career? Like, I just don't understand it.
Oh, it wasn't a lot. Not for himself. Now, the crazy thing is, I learned this because I was doing some other reading. So there was somebody. Hold on, let me find it. I gotta find that guy's name again. Oh, I lost it. There we go. So here, the crazy thing is, right? He made $2.5 million as an NBA player. So if you gonna gamble, you got to gamble above your pay grade to even make money that's worth making. Because if I'm making $2.5 million for one NBA season, I'm only making, $500, $600, $700 off of these bets, or maybe $1,200, $1,500. Like, bro, you might as well you make more on your game checks than you would, bet. Like, if you know that you don't make that much money, so you have got to find a way to damn near double that. But what really sparked the pardon me, the controversy in this case, when you bet in Vegas or with a bettor, with a bookie, all the stuff like that, certain numbers generate a flag. Well, when all of a sudden a random bettor was about to collect $1 million off of betting on Jontay Porter, that was like, hold on, that's a red flag. Who the fuck is Jontay Porter? He's not a prominent NBA player. Why is this bettor all of a sudden about to make $1 million off of him? Bing. That started the whole case. They started doing their research. And of course, when you try to steal money from the house, because just like they say in Vegas, the house always wins. If you trying to fuck around and find out, they gonna find out. And boy, they found out real quick. So yeah, that's how that broke down. What you think there, Gent? You just kind of in and out of there.
I mean, this nigga a dumbass. That's what it comes down to. I don't fucking understand these motherfuckers out here. That's what makes someone dumbass. So
yeah, and then to answer Outlaw's other questions, he made $54,094 off of betting. My guy, you made less than 60 grand when you was already making 2.5 mil.
I mean, dude was a G leaguer too, so like,
yeah,
he really not hooping like that. But I don't know, man. But I'm just saying, bro.
He's not that guy.
No, but if my contract is 2.5 mil, I'm not gonna mess that bag up.
No,
like that bag
That's
is
a
already
modest
secured.
bag. You can do something with that.
Yeah, but you went ahead and jeopardized that bag and got yourself some federal time coming up now, because these sports and these bets and all this other like look at Pete Rose. Pete Rose is a prime example of what happens when you fuck with the house. That man didn't even get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. They let that man whole ass pass away.
Damn.
And they let him, he was one of the first prominent players that basically like aged out in a sense from the Hall of Fame. Like they were like, you know what? Nah, we're just not going to let you in ever in the history of life. And
I see what you did there where you literally just said the man aged out. Like, hold on now.
I'm glad y'all picking up what I'm putting down today.
He probably looking up at you from hell right now, mad as fuck right now. Like,
Pete Rose, someone turning his grave, cussing you out.
I don't give a fuck. All right,
man. I want to come on this before we go on.
Yeah,
now, if you follow Gentleman's Talk for a year now, when we came up with Dumbass Millionaires, and we've been rocking with Dumbass Millionaires, it became one of y'all favorite segments. Just from the Jeff Bezos situation of trying to revive dinosaurs to Rashi. Is it Rashi Rice? No, not Rashi Rice. Who's the guy from the Chiefs?
It was Rasheed Rice. No, you're right.
Okay.
It was Rasheed Rice. The one that was racing cars in Dallas and crashed them. And yeah.
Rashi Rice racing cars and doing all the nonsense. Bruh, the amount of times we have covered up until this point now of people betting on themselves in the NFL and the NBA is absolutely ridiculous. Granted, He's in the NBA G League, not the NBA. But nonetheless, come on, man. You're stupid enough to text about it. Do you realize that cell phone to cell phone, those messages aren't encrypted at all? Them hoes are public. They can go pull your records and see everything you sent from your cell phone.
That's
because
so
they're
easy.
not encrypted.
Pulling
what
cell
are you
phone records
doing?
is so easy.
What are you doing? I have no idea what to say. I have no idea what to say. But you know, whatever.
It's
go to jail.
Go to jail and be ready to answer the same question every single day. You want a 6-inch or a foot long?
We don't got to joke about prison, you know, grape without the R. We could talk about that, man. That's how you average like 4.4 points in the G League. I've known niggas at the YMCA could do better than that.
I said what I said. And to make matters worse, I was reading a story on Monday where they're trying to make it a universal thing, but like California's already doing it, where they're actually issuing out protection in prison. I said what I said. And yes, exactly what you think I'm thinking is exactly the story I read. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me that's someone really thought. That's what we should do because
the teacher told you that sharing is caring. She might have fucking lied. I could have gone my whole life never knowing that shit. Sometimes sharing is not caring.
I could have went my whole life without knowing.
Sometimes sharing is stupid.
But since that story populated, I was like, I'm just gonna drop it on the air and see how the fellas feel about that. But
that nigga just basically just gave us like brain herpes and was like, here, y'all can have it too.
Seems fitting. Anywho, now that I've
protection with that one.
Yeah. Now that I've given everybody a good old fashioned mind fuck, let's move on to the next dumbass millionaire, which I think he's still a millionaire. I don't think he's quite a billionaire, but Drake, front and center, my boy. Because we all remember when the Kendrick and Drake beef was a thing, right? It was great. We had some great content that came up from it, you know. And then remember, right? Magically, I think back in November, there was a lawsuit that came about from this. Shortly after Kendrick was announced for the Super Bowl, you know, trying to make a lawsuit, he sued UMG and Spotify. Well, as of today, Drake withdrew said lawsuit. And I'm going to read it directly from the source, just so y'all can pick up what I'm putting down here. Drake has withdrawn his petition against Spotify and UMG, also known as Universal Music Group, after accusing the entities of launching an illegal scheme to boost numbers for Kendrick Lamar's hit diss track, Not Like Us. They're not even calling it a hit track anymore, a hit diss track. That tells you everything you need to know. So in a New York filing on Tuesday, Drake and his Frozen Moments company, I'm gonna come back to that. There's something already off about that. Withdrew its order to show cause seeking pre-action disclosure and preservation of certain documents, communication from both parties. The court documents explain that Drake met with representatives on Tuesday and Spotify, which actually filed a countersuit, and had no objection to the withdrawal and continuance, while UMG didn't file anything at all. They just kind of stood back and said, we're just gonna let this shit fall apart. We don't give a fuck. So how you gonna sue somebody and take it back? What's the deal, Moo?
What up, Moo? Can I go first on this one?
You sound like you itching to go. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I want to, because there's a hip hop line that comes from personally my favorite rapper, and I think y'all know who my favorite current rapper is. And it says, how many faking they streams, getting they play from machines? Obviously, Drake. Obviously, at this point. Come on, bro. We tired of this. Stop taking these motherfucking L's. You lost, okay? You lost. You lost. It's okay. People take L's all the time. But you're just supposed to bounce back and keep on going. You're not bouncing back. You're making it worse and digging.
Well, you got to understand, Micah. Like, hold on now. Because, like, Drake been, like, pretty much mainstream since, what, like 2009?
Yeah, that's about right.
So
maybe even a little bit, maybe not before 09.
Well, not.
He been mainstream since probably 07, 08.
Yeah.
Replacement Girl.
because
But has
Replacement Girl was out.
ever-
Successful came out while I was still in high school.
So Far Gone.
So
Yeah.
Far Gone. Yeah, that was so about 07, 08.
Okay, in all these years, has he ever taken an L this bad? Like this man ego is hurt. Like he can't walk away from this. He got to get his get back.
He
He's not
can't.
gonna
There's
get
no-
his get back.
Oh.
Bro, the world has decided you took a L, and there's nothing you can do to come back.
I got a perfect
See,
example for you,
this is-
Micah.
This
I got a
is
perfect-
exactly where the court of public opinion actually matters.
I'm gonna stop you right
Because
there,
it's
Micah.
music.
This nigga Drake is on that Vegeta shit. He don't care that he lost to Goku 5 times. He still want to run the ones until he
But
get his.
You will
one
not.
win.
You will not be
no,
disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful to Vegeta
no,
like
no,
that. Don't
hell no.
disrespect Vegeta.
Goku never beat Vegeta. Goku never beat Vegeta.
Vegeta
Let's
stood
get
on
out the
business.
way.
Vegeta
Goku
stood
never
on
beat
business all the
Vegeta.
way through.
Lord, not an
I
anime
mean,
argument.
Vegeta beat Goku in the Saiyan saga.
He didn't really
He
beat. He cheated though. That nigga had to use a great
he
eight.
did. So Goku,
Wait.
the only reason why people say Goku won is because Goku threw the spirit bomb and Gohan bounced it off and hit Vegeta. And Yajirobe had to cut off the tail, and Krillin had to cut him in the back. Other than that, Vegeta murked these dudes. It took a miracle to win.
But who
And
was
Goku didn't even throw the spirit bomb.
Saiyan pod though? Who was crawling back?
And Goku couldn't even crawl. They had to pick him up. He was through. So if you want to say that, fine. They draw. But what happened whenever they fought in the Buu saga?
That nigga snuck him. That don't fucking count. He
What
snuck
happened when
that
they
nigga.
fought? What happened in? What happened? Oh yeah, Krillin did throw it and Gohan bounced it off. You're right. What happened in Dragon Ball Super? Vegeta was like, "I finally won,"
And it took him 20 fucking years to do it.
but
Listen.
Goku never beat him straight up either.
We're not going to be
All right.
disrespectful like that to Vegeta, and we are not ever going to put Vegeta and Drake in the same sentence. That's disrespectful.
All right.
Because Drake a whole bitch, and Vegeta is standing on business at all times.
Yeah, Black Force energy all the time.
I'm trying to tell you that
He
is
gonna
the
keep
epitome of
spamming
Black
get
Air
his
Force
ass whooped,
energy.
But he gonna go out there and scrap.
Only thing Vegeta
Drake ain't gonna
and
get out there
Drake,
and squad with nobody. He gonna try to sue you and take it back.
only thing Vegeta and Drake got in common is Drake was laying in his bed at night having these damn monologues with himself, trying to figure out what to do next. That's all. Like, damn, I don't know what to do next. I think he got me. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna sue him because I think he getting his play by machines and faking the streams.
I'll say this.
Intro
Drake
18.
he should have took a page out of Vegeta's book and just took a year hiatus. Go to the room of spirit and time and work on
Right.
the bars for a year.
But that's taking your L and then bouncing back. Drake ain't done that because he ain't disappeared out the public eye and he keep crying every second he get.
I'm just saying, Big Sean did make a whole song about that.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna go there. Someone was gonna go there. Big Sean.
Now I want to go back because I was reading that article and I did not know that this man had a company called Frozen Moments. That's a
Sounds cute.
very suspectian name there. Okay.
Sound real cutesy.
So it is an entity. It is an entity that is owned by Drake that manages his music catalog.
Hmm.
Of all the names you could have came up with, Frozen Moments.
I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. That sounds like some light skinned nigga shit. And I'm a light skinned nigga. That sounds like some shit I would have came up with.
What he need to do is exactly like his title say. He need to be like Frozen and he need to let it go. Because that ain't it.
That don't sound hard at all. They really don't.
Hey, look, Moose. I was thinking the same thing. Like, bro, Drake should just went to the hyperbolic chamber, took that L, trained under 100 times gravity, and then came back and dropped mixtape after mixtape after EP, just start dropping. But instead, he tried to go. He literally let's equate, since we had a Dragon Ball Z conversation. Let's just equate it real quick. That fight was the equivalent of Yamcha trying to fight Broly without being a legendary Super Saiyan mode, just standard ass Broly, and he still got clapped.
Don't do Yamcha like that.
I'm doing Yamcha like that.
You know, I like how everybody talk about how Yamcha got murked over and over again.
I don't
But
think he got
Eric-
murked over and over again, but, he did get beat by a Kid Goku in the tournament.
Okay, that's fine, but everybody forget Chaozu got beat by Krillin.
That's true, and Chaozu is always my next
and-
hitter because he.
And everybody forgets Chaozu was the one that blew himself up, and Nappa said it was like an itch on his back. Or like, y'all gonna stop doing this to Yamcha, bro?
To be completely fair to Yamcha, he beat his Cyberman.
Oh, for sure.
He got
Who
snuck
did?
though. He got snuck. Who would have saw that coming?
Then
I
they
mean,
beat the
them
Ginyu
Cybermen ain't-
Force
Yeah.
on King Kai's world.
I mean, you could always beat Chaozu. It could be worse, okay? But we
And to be
give
fair to
him a pass
Yamcha,
because
in the video
but we
games,
give him a
he
pass
got
'cause he
hands in
like-
the games.
yeah, but you know, we give Tien a pass because he like 3'5". So I'm sorry. But
We got another
Two shortest-
millionaire.
listen.
I actually just found one.
oh yeah, what you got?
Conor McGregor is being sued for alleged sexual battery at the 2023 NBA Finals.
Oh, that case already went through. He was found guilty and had to they settled, he paid a fine. I remember that story.
Mhm.
Well, it just popped back up. I don't know if this is a new one or not, but yeah, Conor, he kind of a what do they say in Ireland, like a right old potato or some shit? I don't fucking know what the niggas be saying.
The right old potato. Wow.
Connor's a jackass. Let's just sum it up.
Yeah, we'll say that he's a fucking jackass.
He is fumbling some bags for sure. You were a champion UFC fighter. You owned your own. You had your own Irish whiskey that actually is really
That
good.
shit
By the way,
slap.
proper
That
number
shit
12 is
Very,
actually
very
really
well.
good.
Proper 12 is really good.
And
You know,
you out
if
here
you ask Joseph, there's a backstory to that, but we ain't gonna go into that.
now you out here doing dumb stuff.
How about
Like-
a dumbass thousandaire?
I can only-
I feel like there's got to be a better phrase for that. We just haven't figured out what it is.
Just a regular nigga.
Regular
Just a
nigga
dumbass
making
nigga.
dumb decision.
Look, I'm just gonna call you a dumbass. How about a dumbass middle classian?
Hey, that sounds classy though.
That just sounds like a regular day in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a
sorry,
low blow.
Damn.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's true.
low blow.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
all my Floridians.
hey,
I'm not sorry.
Hey,
That's good.
hey, that's a low blow. But I don't give a damn because it's funny as hell.
Mhm. Oh man, so now that we got that out the way, man, let's really get popping on this West Street.
I gotta say, your little transitions are getting better and better, brother. I felt like I was back in 2012 listening to the dubstep.
You know, I can't complain. That one was kind of inspired a little bit by the EDC, you know, doing the damn thing. I got caught up looking at this picture you dropped in the chat, and I'm like, I'm stuck on the same question they stuck on. Like, what the hell is Giggle or Google Giggles? Like, what the hell is that?
I don't know what the fuck Google did.
What is
that.
what?
Google
I
Giggles.
just dropped it in the chat, our chat, but it's apparently
In the show chat.
It's an equivalent to like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. It's called Google Giggles.
I ain't never seen him have a day in my life.
It's a real thing. Live your zest life with Google Giggles. Share
Oh.
the goofiest short
Oh.
form videos on the internet.
Oh no,
Oh,
the
they get
zest got
zesty.
different kind of connotations.
They got a little zesty.
That literally said live your zest life. That's what it says.
Man, that sounds like some shit you hear. What's that? Grinder?
Oh yeah,
That's
something like that. Wow,
That sound like
that's a real thing.
content right there.
Anywho, I digress. Let's get to let's get to these trending topics. So I sent this to DJ Mike. I dropped it in our chat as well. But there was a man who's from the great state of Texas who was charged with stalking Caitlin Clark. Mind you,
I'm sorry, that's it.
first of all, mind you, Caitlin Clark is every bit of under the age of 25. Let's start with that. The man that was stalking her was a 55-year-old man. So there's that. So I'm gonna read the story from it. This came from ESPN.com. A 55-year-old Texas man was arrested on felony stalking charge in Indianapolis on Sunday after he repeatedly sent threats and sexually violent messages to Caitlin Clark via social media, according to the court documents. The man's name was Michael Lewis from Denton, Texas. Tell you everything you need to know. If you don't know where Denton is, just near Dallas. He was charged with a level 5 felony after he was arrested in a hotel in Indianapolis and he's scheduled to appear in court. Well, he already did apparently Tuesday. He could face up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad it didn't escalate. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he was saying in court?
I'm actually reading the like they posted some of the messages that he said, and I'm like, yo, it don't even actually make sense what he's saying.
Nah, you don't know what he's talking
He's
about.
like, been driving around your house 3 times a day, but don't call the law just yet. The public is allowed to drive by Gainbridge, aka Caitlin's field house. I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench. They said I was sending threatening texts, but only through my only thought on my mind was Caitlin. All right. Yeah. Fans. Let's just address it as a whole. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Because the last
he's still saying he was guilty. Like,
the last 3.5, 4 years, fans have really gotten bold. Like fans have been fucking with Russell Westbrook. You got the fans that was at the Commanders and Eagles game that was trying to say hey to Jalen Hurts and then collapse the damn bleachers. Like you got, I'm like, college football fans throwing, like, I think it was the Texas Tech, the Colorado versus Texas Tech game, throwing tortillas on the football field. Like, we still got the streakers that's running on the sports games and all of
Okay,
like,
wait.
That's been going on for a long time.
Doesn't matter.
To be fair for Texas Tech, that is a Texas Tech thing where they have the tortillas.
Fuck.
It's
still a district. It's still dumb.
That shit ain't disrespectful. They know what to expect when they come up in the.
No,
that's the tradition.
Listen, then Texas Tech need to get a penalty for delay a game because that's what you're doing. You delaying the football game.
That's fine.
And if you play football long enough, when you're in the midst of the game, the last thing you want outside of a timeout or a penalty is a stoppage like that.
I'm just saying that's something Texas Tech. I'm not saying all of them throw their stuff on the field, but the tortilla thing has always been. It's always been a whole thing at Texas Tech for whatever. I don't know why, but it's always been that way.
But why would you waste perfectly good tortillas on a football field? Because, like because I like my tortillas with chorizo in them. Like, I don't like them on a football field. Like,
the same reason why some people throw their beers. I don't know why. They're wasting perfectly good beer. I have no idea why.
I don't know what it is.
People that have money to lose.
Not to mention the two fans that grabbed the Yankees player.
Oh yeah.
They got lifetime bans. And I'm like, see, that part. Don't put your hands on a professional athlete. Let's just go there. Like, don't like and we've seen crazy things at baseball games where like a home run, like it's not way up in the stands, it'd be like in the first row, and the outfielder is athletic enough to get up there and snatch the ball out. And we've seen where like fans will like impede the outfielder, or in that case, the outfielder got the ball, and then all of a sudden you grabbing his wrist, trying to pull the ball out. And I'm like, that's just, I don't know. That particular instance right there was probably one of the few where I was like, I wouldn't have been mad if we'd have had a Malice of the Palace baseball edition. Because don't put your hands on me in the middle of a game when I'm trying to do what is considered a routine play, which is stop a home run from happening.
Every sport needs a Malice in the Palace. I don't care what anybody has to say about it either.
Except hockey, because hockey has fights on the regular.
Well, yeah, but hockey's the only.
And at least and all the fans are behind glass, which is probably why they don't have any issues, because all the fans are stuck behind glass, which is a good thing, because the way hockey be playing, boys would get a hockey player landing on top of some kids would not be a good story either. So
those skates cut.
Boy,
y'all understand me? Cut.
But kind of getting back on track though. So what's your thoughts on this wonderful Caitlin Clark situation there, DJ Micah B?
Bro, I literally have no words to say on this. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, isn't Caitlin Clark like 20,
She's 22.
22? 22. Thank God it happened to somebody that is semi-protected as a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Because if it would have happened to common folk, the damage probably would have already been done before we found out. There are some sick people in this world. Like I just seen the other day on Facebook, there was a guy that ran into a gym while a woman was working out by herself. He has I think it was at an Anytime Fitness or something like that.
I saw that video
and tried to rape the girl.
Yeah, I saw that video, like, and I'm thankful she got out of there, because it's one of them gyms where like you have like a little key fob to get in type of situation, and she was in there, the 0 Dark 30 crowd, and that's the people that be in the gym between like 3 and 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And an instance like that went down, and I was like, when I saw the video, because I knew exactly, I was hoping that she was gonna slap the taste out of his mouth with a damn 25-pound plate. I was hoping that's exactly what was gonna happen, because that's what he deserved. Or throw one of them 2.5s at his ding ding, like, whatever. But get yourself out that scenario. I'm glad she ended up being okay though.
As a man, I'm telling you now, that 2.5 is all you need, dog.
Man, I'm gonna say this: if somebody goes to the gym, that 2.5 plate is the heaviest plate in that gym.
It's the easiest to throw.
You know what I'm talking about, Mr. GQ. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think, bro.
When you add that cookie to the upper weights, boy, it changed real quick. You think the damn world dropping on you and shit.
I think I'm gonna take this Caitlin Clark story to a different perspective. I just like things like this have always been happening through time. The difference is now with cameras and cell phones, it's more accessible, and athletes are more accessible than ever through social media. And it's crazy how many athletes are being attacked every day, and not like physically attacked, but just like, especially the females. It's amazing how much they're being attacked every day. They're being talked about every day about their looks and things like that. Bro, I really have no words to say for this.
I just think social media was a mistake.
Right. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's a good way.
Well, you can.
I think
so. That's a double-edged sword, because I don't entirely agree, because without social media, this case is probably way worse.
It could be.
So it's like we have to take with social media as a collective, we do have to take the good with the bad. Like, yes.
Okay, so here's the flip side of that, though. Also, a lot of people were not watching NCAA women's basketball until social media started hyping up a lot of these players, too.
Yeah.
So, and it's not saying social media was a mistake for people, common people, not celebrities. Yeah. But them being celebrities, like, who knows where this is going to lead Caitlin Clark's mentality going forward. Maybe she doesn't want to be out in public no more. Maybe she don't even want to address her fans no more, just because one instance like this happened and she was too accessible through the internet or social media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It takes one bad apple to mess it up for everybody else. It does.
Yeah. Well, and they've talked about this before. Where they've said that, like, one of the main issues with social media is that it's given fans like this ability where they feel like they're entitled to be a part, because and especially when you overshare, you know what I'm saying, when you share that much, when people feel like they're a part of your life. So now when they see you in public, they're like,
social kind of
and they're like,
like the motherfuckers who are obsessed with like Beyonce and Ariana Grande and the Nicki Minaj fans. Please don't
listen. And all that is all fine and good, right? Like to have a strong like for someone, but when you see said person, you gotta understand that's still a human being at the end of the day, and they don't want you all up in their personal space like that. Like, point blank, period. That's I barely like my own little toddler sometimes in my personal space. I think I want.
We know. Oh,
we
we
know.
know.
My personal space, like oh, I follow you on all the okay, congratulations. Like I'm happy that you follow and support me, but like the song said, give me 50 feet.
You know, it's funny. There was Rugrats put us on game a long time ago, and for those of you who know, thank you for watching Rugrats. But there was an episode where there was basically like before Miss Rachel, Rugrats had an episode where basically there was a Miss Rachel predecessor of some sort who was like a really friendly and bubbly woman on air. And they caught this woman in the back, mad as fuck at these kids smoking a cigarette and talking all kinds of shit about them. Like,
I remember
They had
that.
a
You
Family
remember
Guy
that?
episode like that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Family Guy had an episode like that too. It was Stewie's
Yeah.
favorite show, and then they literally went to Europe to go see him, and it wasn't what he thought it was.
Don't meet your heroes.
I'm telling you, because I bet if your kids go meet like Blippy and shit. Well, we on like the third Blippy now. Like, boy,
Y'all don't
Be a
know who
whole new
Blippy was
ballgame.
before he was Blippy. If you don't know, go do some digging on Blippy.
Real life Ellen DeGeneres.
Gen 1 Blippy, not the current Gen 1 Blippy.
What the fuck was Blippy doing? He always gave me that weird creep feeler.
Well, so there's currently been 3. One of them was the original one was also Air Force veteran.
One of the
Okay.
Blippies, I think the current one, he did basically like this weird college humor type skit shit back before he became Blippy.
Yeah.
It was like really,
The-
really bad
yeah.
toilet humor
The
type
brown skinned Blippy.
Yeah, it was Blippy wasn't always who he is now.
I
That
believe
part.
that.
Fun times, right? All right, so let's get to the other trending topic. This will be the closest thing to like pseudo-ish politic type stuff that we'll get into, because I don't really like to get too deep into all this stuff. But this I actually thought was a very interesting just story altogether. But the House actually passed the ban on transgender students in girls sports. Like that was actually a thing. It passed, and like I was just at work and I was looking at some stuff and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let me read this story. So kind of a small backstory, ladies and gentlemen. So on Tuesday, the House passed a Republican measure to bans transgender girls and women from competing on school sports teams that match their gender identity after the party leaned into the issue during the 2024 campaign. The bill is known as the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. So basically, the federal law was voted on, and now it actually passed. Let's see, it got kind of close. It passed 218 to 206, so it actually was a relatively close vote for the most part, but it was a good victory. And I brought it up because sometime last year we had a show where we kind of talked about it, because we do have a lot of girl dads on this panel here. And I felt the same. We all pretty much kind of felt lockstep about that. Like the last thing I'd want to see is like, my toddler, when she becomes a much more mature young lady, working her tail off. And even if it's like gymnastics for the sake of this discussion, and then all of a sudden, a transgender athlete all of a sudden comes in and just, blows everybody out of the water. And we're like, hey, hold on. Like you can't damper on the hard work of one group because you decided that you were in one group and then you decided that you wanted to change essentially to the other side, which is, all fine and good. Like no one's saying that, not to do those said things. But when it comes to something that as sacred as sports, there is a level of hard work that the non-sports fan, the non-athlete does not understand. Like, excuse me, whether you're a male or a female, when you play sports, like you work your absolute ass off to compete against other athletes, and you work really hard outside. I'm not talking about what you do at practice. I'm literally talking about what you do outside of practice. When you go to these extra, strength conditioning in the summertime, like when you do all these things to prepare yourself for competition, and then all of a sudden an athlete that comes in with the legitimate advantage comes in and just essentially shits on all your hard work. Like that is just that's just a hard pill to swallow. And I've also been on the same accord, if you will, that just create another category. Just create another competition category and leave it like it is. Like it would keep everything separate like it's supposed to be, and there would be no confusion, there would be no controversy, and we could have avoided a lot of things, like because a lot of this stuff stems back to the story with Riley Gaines, the swimmer, which some of you guys may know and some of you guys may not. But like Riley Gaines was a phenomenal swimmer, and she had to deal with a transgender athlete that came in and just started essentially sweeping the competition at the NCAA level. Like this was a big marquee thing. Like she went in front of the Supreme Court. Like this was a marquee thing. So, and I don't care which side of the game you're on with this. Like, you know, even if it's, you know, if you're the female that became a male that wants to compete in male sports, you're the female that became a male that became a female that want to compete in female sport. Like, I just feel like you just fall in the middle. You have there's a category specifically for transgender athletes, and then we keep it pushing. Like life's easier that way.
My question is, it might be taken the wrong way, but is there a big enough crowd or an audience for transgender league sports? Like,
I think there is.
Yeah, I think there is.
I mean, if there is. I'm not knocking it. It's just I'm just curious because, like, what is the fix for this? Because, like, I don't think it's fair to have non-biological sex, you know, athletes competing with, you know, I don't know. I just don't think it's fair because men are just biologically stronger than women. So you got a male to female athlete competing with, you know, our daughters. That's not fucking fair.
Yeah, and that's really it. Like that's the type of stuff that, you know, that we talk about. But I definitely think there would be a big enough group for it. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yeah, like if there's not right now, there will be, you know, because they have
Because
that
if
option.
if you give, just like let's equate it to us as children. When you grow up, they always talk about having an outlet to go do whatever it is you got to do. So if you give if you give a transgender athlete an outlet where they can still go out there, they can compete, they can go still, you know, get the accolades. Hell, the best part, to be completely honest with you, is they would have the ability to set brand new records for the first time because those records aren't written yet. So there's a lot more positive to it if you go about it that way, because these record books have not been written yet. So now, generationally speaking, you will have all this data and you can have these records be what they are. So it's not like a participation trophy or anything like that. Like it's a way to build from the ground up. Like it truly is.
I understand what you're saying, and I think it's a great thing, but here's the problem. How do you define somebody as transgender? Like, are we gonna, like, if you are taking hormones, you can get in this league, or do you have to have the actual surgeries? Like, what is the barrier to entry to be in the transgender league?
I am not a commissioner,
Mm-mm.
so I couldn't tell you.
Mm-mm.
I imagine there will be some very detailed bylaws.
I mean, because
Like,
think about think about like the Negro League back in the day. You just had to look like a nigga to get in it.
Yeah, but there weren't no white people. There wasn't no white people out here looking like niggas, though. That's the whole point. So that was very cut and dry.
I mean, yeah, you didn't have like reverse white people trying to be niggas back then.
I mean, I don't. Is there an opposite for bleaching your skin? Like, can you darken your skin outside of tanning?
I mean, we had black folks trying to pass for white, but I never heard of, like, you know,
blackface.
That was
not the same thing, sir.
That was their. I mean, that was their alternative. Hill. I don't fucking know what to tell you.
You know what? You know what we call that in 2025? Wearing a charcoal mask, exfoliating.
I was gonna say pulling a Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Robert Downey pulled it off pretty damn good.
Yeah, I ain't even mad at Robert Downey for that, man. Like, shit,
ain't nobody mad at him for that.
Yeah.
Now it is and it's funny you talk about, you know, like we talk about tanning and blackface, but I do think it's very ironic for that in bodybuilding competitions that they make that if you're of the Caucasian light descent, you do have to make your skin darker to show off the striations.
What is a trip, bro? What was a fucking trip now?
You got to tell me that vote count again whenever you're done with the point you're going to make.
218 to 206.
218 to 206. I'm gonna let you finish your point, then I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
Oh, no, my
fucking,
point is
I
done.
got a point. They can pass these fucking laws that don't really affect anybody's fucking bank account. Like, what about these goddamn groceries? Like, we need some bills to pass inflation. Like, get this shit under control.
Well, they're really and truly trying to wait till after the 20th because that's when the new president officially, take. It's because we all understood the unfortunate assignment in that particular instance.
This is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, what's up, Nick? Yo, hey,
deal, Nick.
Yo, I think y'all know where I'm going with this.
You stupid, dog.
Now, most of y'all ain't black, so I can't say my niggas, but shout out to the house who voted for it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Everybody on Gentleman's Talk agreed this was stupid. It was absolutely stupid that transgender men could compete in women's sports. Like Outlaw said earlier, and I don't want to say for every guy out there, but just naturally, men are stronger. Naturally, men are faster, right? That's not saying a top female athlete can't beat a random dude in a race down the street, or a top female athlete can't beat a random dude in throwing shot put. But when men and women compete against somebody at the same level, men are more inclined to win because they're naturally faster, stronger, because genetics say so, science says so. All those things say so. So why the hell would you let them come over in the first place and leave it as legal for this damn long? It is the stupidest thing we've ever talked about. And the fact that it took, what was the difference? 8 votes?
Yeah, 8 votes. Yeah, well, no, 10 votes. It was 8 votes. My bad. 8 votes. 218, 206. Yeah, 8 votes.
The fact that it was that damn close of a vote shows exactly why America is where it is right now. I tell you what, I'll go identify as a millionaire tomorrow and walk in any country club I want to fucking walk into and play some golf. And they shouldn't be able to do shit about it. Am I right or am I right? I identify as a member of that club. You can't kick me out because I identify as a member of your club. Really? This has to be one of the stupidest debates ever. If you're genetically a man, and I know how people say, well, it's only this and that, and there's no such thing as genetically a sex whenever you're born. Yes, there is. There is. There absolutely is. And it's so stupid to me that we've come like this now in America. Identify as what you want to identify as. Okay. So if you're a man and you want to identify as a woman, shouldn't that be called transgender?
I mean,
because I mean, personally to me, and they could call me an asshole if they want to. Personally to me, that's just delusion, and I'm not going to live in your delusion to make you feel comfortable. You're not a female. You're a man. Essentially what you are, you're not even a transgender until you have the surgery. So what the hell you are to me is a cross-dressing guy parading around as a woman because you can't compete with other guys in the sport. Come on, dog. This is ridiculous. It should have been passed a long time ago. The minute we saw an MMA fight where a transgender female absolutely dominated a woman, bloodied a woman and won, like this is not, it's not funny. It's not games. You're out here playing with people's livelihood and playing with people's lives like that. When you let them do that. Now, look, maybe in track, it's not playing with their life. You know what I'm saying? But it's taking away accolades of hardworking people and hardworking women that have trained hard their whole life to compete against a man that's not even on the top of his level as a man. So what you do, you flip and say, I'm transgender and I'm going to women's sports because I know I can beat them and and win whatever I want to. It's dumb. It should have never happened. It should have never been able to happen, but it's fucking America every time.
I heard what you said. I couldn't get past Moolidge's comment. Yeah. That just happened.
Nick Cannon said, "Kick him out the classroom."
Oh, so that was good. That basically was like DJ Michael B just went on like a pseudo unhinged there a little bit. Last week we had Outlaw kind of do a crossover. This week we had DJ Michael B kind of do an unhinged. Like we just.
By the way, while y'all were doing the first segment, I did come up with a crossover. Ha.
Okay.
I'm not saying play it now. I'm just saying I did come up with a crossover.
You good? That means we cooking. So
didn't he have like some kind of something he had dropped in the chat for us earlier?
He sure did.
Me? Drop
no,
something in the chat?
Not you, but he did. I saw it on Facebook, and then it magically appeared in the chat, and then he put it in the chat for us.
Okay.
You gonna hit us with it, Mr. Gent?
Oh shoot, my bad. My daughter was. It's time for bed, and she's asking weird questions. And
man, you was in a trance for a second, like you was looking at a chicken and just couldn't help yourself.
Is it the 5?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's half sleep, and they're over there talking, and you're like, "What are you even saying? What are you talking in circles right now?" But you don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, my bad.
That's when it's time to go to bed.
All right, so can you pull up the picture or no?
I'm about to.
Can I pull it up? I mean, I have it pulled up on my third screen.
Oh, okay, you already got it pulled up. Then I don't need to pull it up. Then okay, can you present it or do I need to?
I got it.
Okay, bet.
One moment. Not that one. This.
I'll be right back.
That's a. All right, there you go. But
look, I literally got like 13 tabs open, so you gotta.
But I was scrolling on the
about you pulling up a private browser on us.
Yeah, please don't.
Nah, the incognito will never be open on the air.
Not the incognito.
There will be no incognito browsers popping up on the making of this show.
But nah, this is See, I've been trying to think about who they would go against, and who, you know, I want to think of like them going against the original Avengers, the MCU Avengers. I'm trying to figure out
a whole scenario out of it. Well, you
could have picked like any Teen Titan villain, really.
Yeah,
Teen Titan. That's true.
Any Powerpuff Girl villain, like Mojo Jojo, he'd have a field day here.
Low key, I would just throw Slade out there because Slade was just disrespectful.
There's too many young girls on this one. I don't know about that one, Chief.
God damn it.
Slade was Draken before Draken was Draken.
Okay, fine. We'll go with him from Powerpuff Girls.
I don't
know. That's you gonna piss off. That's the fucking tranny. Gonna upset that man.
You wanna go with Shiva? Or Shigo? I'm sorry, Shigo. My bad.
Shigo? Yeah. I don't know. Shigo,
they're gonna fight the evil dad from Kid Next Door. How about that? What's his name? Father?
All right.
Oh yeah.
Are y'all replacing people? Because I don't see Shigo.
No.
We were trying to figure out who they're gonna go against.
Jen tried to make it into a whole scenario, trying to figure out what villain that they was gonna fight.
Okay, so did everybody pick their team?
No, we haven't even got there yet.
We're waiting for you,
bro. Okay. I just needed to make sure.
So the villain is Father. Is that what we're gathering?
I mean, I don't know who would be a good villain that will, like, you know, I'm trying to think. Either him or that nigga Mandark.
For this team?
No, Mandark. He has some inventions.
American Jacket, Drake Long. Come on now.
I'm gonna say Dr. Eggman.
I don't know.
Dr. Eggman.
Who that nigga Jake Long even fight on this show?
I was wondering the same.
His
His
crush.
girlfriend. His girlfriend.
Oh, that's true.
He did, yeah.
Even when I'm bragging.
That's true. He sure did. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, no, that's
Well,
that's
Danny
fact.
Phantom, he fought his crush, and there was like the Dracula nigga he had to fight too.
He had to fight himself. That's the
He
biggest.
did have to fight himself.
That's the biggest one.
Because definitely, arguably, his biggest villain was himself.
Let's see, Jimmy Neutron, his biggest villain was his fucking yee ass haircut.
Jimmy didn't have no villain.
He had no
His
fucking
barber was his fucking
look
villain.
at that. That forehead.
Man, he got that straight hoe repellent haircut.
And then if we try to use any of Static's villains, I think that Static got some.
Static got some hitters. Miles got some hitters too.
Shit,
Yeah.
Miles got plenty of hitters.
His uncle was trying to kill him. Okay.
We're not putting him on there.
His shit, Ben 10, he had some hitters.
Kevin. He had Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much of
He had,
his.
he had the school shooter Kevin.
Damn, we
You know what?
going back to straight nostalgia.
You know what? It's put him
Hey,
against
you know what?
Kingpin. It's put him against Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin, fuck it.
Fucking Kingpin.
Against Kingpin.
I was gonna say
Oh.
fucking go Ebon, but Kingpin is good.
Kingpin, he that's a good villain for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even give it much thought because I was just gonna pick the 5 people I would want to create a superhero team. But now if we're fighting against Kingpin,
Yeah, I don't care who the villain was. I was gonna pick my team no matter what.
Shit, I already got
Well.
my team. Fuck
But
it.
Mr. Jet, Mr.
Oh, go
Jet,
ahead,
since
Mr.
it's your segment, go ahead and drop your
Put my
5 on it.
Shit. Go on, give me Miles.
Okay.
Go on, give me Ben. Give me Robin. Give me Static. I'm stuck on that last one. Give me Jenny. Give me Jenny on that bitch.
Okay.
Put Jimmy on that
Jimmy.
one.
Jenny is the robot, right?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
cannot remember her name earlier.
Yeah. Give me Jenny on that bitch. So yeah, Miles, Ben, Static, Robin, and Jenny.
Okay,
Okay, I fucks with it.
I like it.
Puzzle.
I like it. Shit, I'm gonna go with for my team lead. Give me Blossom. She really want the smoke. She really with the shit. She gonna be a good team lead.
Yeah,
You gotta have a smart nigga. I'm going with Dexter. That nigga Jimmy didn't do shit besides make Sheen's head bigger. Let's see.
I would take Kim Possible Brothers over Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, let's see. Then you need like a second in command, a more level-headed person. I'm going with number 5. Then you need some muscle. I'm gonna go with Ben 10. He can pull up, he gonna do something. He might give you like an alien squirrel, but he gonna give you something good eventually. And last but not least, you need a cool nigga. I'm going Static.
he went with like a whole personality description breakdown
Right.
type. I
Right.
see what you did there.
I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, I'm for me, it's easy. Like I'm going with Kim Possible. I'm going with Danny Phantom. I'm going with Robin. I'm going with Miles, and I'm going with Static.
Okay. It's nice to
I
know that
gotta-
everybody goes with the same 3, at least.
I got I got a master planner in Kim. I got somebody who can infiltrate in Danny. I got somebody who will fight and give anybody the smoke in Robin. And then I got Miles, who's extremely intelligent on top of all the above. And I got Static, in case I got to turn the lights off.
You got 2
Don't be
electric
sounding like
black
that.
niggas.
Goddamn, don't do
You
that.
literally got 2 electric niggas.
All right, it's 2 different types altogether.
Hey, shit. I had 2 electric niggas plus Jenny. So I mean, that's really 3.
Hey, but one of them flies on a trash can lid. The other one swings on
That
webs.
nigga too cool. That nigga too cool.
Okay. Let's just start with the basics here. I'm going Miles, Static, Robin, of course. I'm surprised neither one of the compadres on the bottom of me didn't pick Kim. And the only reason why I'm surprised is I'm taking Kim in the super suit in the Kim Possible movie. She waxing everybody, damn near everybody except Robin.
My
in that
team
shit.
lead was almost Kim, but I looked at Blossom face and I was like, yeah, she'll run the ones with somebody.
Nah,
sorry,
Buttercup will
really,
run the ones with
Buttercup is the one that
everybody.
really gonna run the ones.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Danger Room 10 episode.
Yeah.
But no,
Actually, that
I
was-
picked Robin
And-
just for the
No, that
knees
was
alone.
that was
The knee
no, that
drop
was Bubbles that did
alone.
that. That was Bubbles on Danger Room 10.
My number 5, and y'all aren't gonna believe this, but I'm gonna go with Dexter. And the reason why I'm going to go with Dexter is simple. Dexter can
talking
really
about
build
Jesse.
Dexter can really build some shit to fuck something up, bro. He's
Dexter
done it
built
time
the
and time
whole
again.
fucking Power Ranger Megazord.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with Dexter because if all else fails, Dexter will fucking around and build me a machine that's gonna wax everything.
You know
Man.
what? The only problem with that is we all watched Dexter growing up. Dexter's kryptonite was his big head ass big sister who always pushing buttons. You might be in the middle of a mission and she push a button and your whole shit just over with.
We acting like Dee Dee dead, bro. She's not here. She's not
We're
Yeah.
not
here.
acting like none of that.
Yes,
we
it
know
did.
we
It's not.
acting
It's
like
not.
that.
No, because if you say you're gonna take Blossom, you gotta automatically assume Bubbles and Buttercup come with her too, and we're not doing that.
I mean,
Maybe
I
this
mean,
is
I
a
got
bad
Kim
future
Possible,
where
it's like
everybody
I
is.
have my- Yeah, I
Maybe they
got
all
my- I
did.
got my-
I don't know.
Sure,
You
but I
can.
mean, you know, if I
Well, hey, Kim Possible Brothers is an asset. So if they along, they along. I don't care.
man, look, I
They
got Ron,
assets.
I got Ron and the Naked Mole Rat. Like, what you mean? Like, we
Oh yeah. What is it? The kung fu, the monkey fu that Ron
Yeah,
do?
like-
Yeah, Ron is the reason why the very last episode of Kim Possible they won.
Yep.
Ron is testament to the fact that if you're persistent, eventually you will win.
Yeah, that friend
he
zone.
is
Come on now.
hey, that man successfully survived the friend zone.
That man made Draken scream his name.
Oh,
at the end of the movie.
Whoa,
Oh,
mega
whoa.
pause.
He did.
Right.
He said, say my name. And Draken finally said his name. So hey,
You're not giving no context to people who ain't never seen the movie.
I'm
I
trying
don't give a
to.
damn if they seen the movie or not.
He said,
Y'all
"Say my
seen the
name."
movie.
Goddamn.
You just aggressively just dropped that on everybody.
You damn right, I aggressively drop. Hey, Ron is that dude, bro.
He
He
said,
pulled Kim.
Drac asked for a smoke break after that.
He
Something,
pulled he pulled Kim and yeah, Ron is the Monkey King. And he was scared of monkeys. Legendary facts.
Ron was everything like if Chucky from Rugrats was a cool adult.
And right, and then Ron invented probably the best snack ever, the Naco.
The mother trucking Naco.
I've made the Naco in real life. It's actually pretty good. It's burrito stuffed nachos. Yeah, it was
I mean,
damn
what's
good.
I mean,
Was it
Taco
messy?
Bell basically did too with the Crunch Wrap. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, but they usually yeah. Yeah.
Kinda. I did say kinda.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's basically the same. The only difference is they put the what is it? The Spanish people call it instead of the corn chips, the one big piece,
The tostada.
the tostada. They put the tostada
Mhm.
in it instead of the chips, your tortilla chips. But nonetheless,
It's a big ass chip.
the Naco is the GOAT. What we need to talk about one day is probably the signature foods of cartoons. Like, would you rather have the Naco or the Krabby Patty?
I want to know what's in the Scooby snacks.
See what I'm saying? You see how
Hey, you want to know what them some
Yes.
edibles?
edibles we
Come
all
on.
know because they in a pup named Scooby Doo, they gave that shit to Shaggy for him to get some courage too, dog.
Listen, the difference is a pup named Scooby Doo. It was Adderall.
Hey,
The Popeye spinach. I don't know what kind of spinach Popeye was on, but that shit was full of steroids.
I will
Cocaine.
say, give some credit to Pup named Scooby Doo. Out of all the baby version of cartoons, that's one of the best.
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
That's one of the best
And
ones.
yeah, and Tom and
Pup
Jerry
name-
Kids.
Tom and Jerry
I was
Kids
about
is
to say, yeah, it's the Tom and Jerry Kid. But hey, the pup named Scooby Doo probably got the best theme song of
Yeah.
all the baby
Hey,
versions.
they went.
Yeah.
They was really singing that theme song.
I don't
Singing.
know. I don't know what black person they found out on the street to sing that song, but I hope he is well off and paid forever, bro, because I still sing that song to this day. Popeye got his yes. Yeah. That is the real edibles in this bitch.
So speaking of So we talking about all these random drugs and shit. So I got a motherfucking story for y'all. I told Outlaw this story already.
Oh shit, this story.
Let me tell y'all about my motherfucking Saturday night. So after all the, because Michael, we saw you earlier too. We all went to the party. We had a great day. Shout out, Kendall, great party. We had fun. So
buckets was provided.
100%. We had us a bucket. It was great. So anyway, I get home. It's just me and the little one. Me and Outlaw hop on some Marvel Rivals because that's what we do on the weekends. We are professional dad gamers. It's what we do. So we getting it in. We having a grand old time. We getting it. Like he started using Sue Storm and just started getting MVPs like it wasn't shit. Out here looking like Lamar Jackson about to get his third type shit. And at the time, I ordered some food off of Uber Eats because I was feeling lazy and I ain't want to put my daughter in the car and I ain't want to go nowhere. So I was like, I said, fuck it. So I ordered Uber Eats. And I ordered specifically because Michael will understand this very well because when we went to AR. So my favorite Thai food restaurant is in Baytown. It's right next to AR and it's called Nara's.
Yes, sir.
And it has my favoriteest dish in the whole wide world, and it is crab meat fried rice, which is absolutely fucking goated. And that's my comfort food. I had a long day. I wanted my comfort food. So I ordered it. And we was about 3 games in by the time my food got here. I get the little, ping, hey, your food is here. I'm like, all right, bet. And then I go outside. I open the door. My food ain't there. I'm like, okay. So, don't worry. This story gets real ignorant. So not only was my food not there, the Uber driver, the Uber Eats delivery guy, whatever, took a picture saying that, hey, your food has arrived early. There was a box on my porch. All right. So there's a box on my porch. I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this shit? So I'm looking at this box. I'm like, this don't make no kind of fucking sense. So I glove up, I pick up the box, and it's a box of like knockoff like AirPods. That's what it looks like. It's like MP3 headphones, like some shit like that. At first, you would think nothing of it. And then the box had levels of sketchiness to it because it had like that nude colored athletic tape on the box. So now I'm like, oh shit, what if this like a bomb or some shit? Somebody trying to kill me. I don't know what the fuck going on. Mind you, like I said, me and Outlaw in the middle of having the time of our life playing Marvel Rivals, and I got kicked out the game because after you're idle for like a minute, which I'm kudos to Marvel Rivals for that. If your ass is idle for longer than like a minute and a half, your ass get automatically booted. So I'm glad they booted me out. But so then I go, I'm investigating. And I opened this box. There ain't no headphones in this box. The box was too damn light. When you picked up the box, it felt like you just picked up an empty box. So it looked like, I was like, somebody probably playing a fucked up prank. So then I opened the box. And inside the box are these 2 little black baggies full of orange pills. I'm like, hold the fucking phone. So I was looking at them and I'm like, all right, now I'm in detective mode. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? So I grabbed a flashlight. I'm looking for what the front and the backs of the pills say. I ain't touching none of this shit. I'm like, let's see what the fuck. So then I called my wife. My wife was at work. I told my wife what happened. And my wife was like, all right, I'm going to call LaPorte PD. I was like, cool. And then she called me back and was like, oh, hey, there's a cop's on the way to come pick it up. And I was like, you could have told me first. I'm about to have a cop come to the crib and come pick up some drugs from a black guy. Did you forget I was black? Like, what are we doing?
You're not thinking.
So I was a little nervous, and because I'm like, I don't know who's coming. Like, I don't know how that cop feeling on this day. I don't know what the cop looked like. Thank goodness
it was a white woman called.
Listen, thank goodness
it was a black cop.
It was a Hispanic cop.
Okay.
So when I got the notification, somebody was at the door, I was like, whew. I was like, we good. So I had put the box in a HEB bag, tied it up, and so he comes over, he knocks on the door. I show him all the pictures and everything. I show him what this is what it looked like. This is what was inside the box. This is what I got from Uber Eats, like all the shit like that. Mind you, I have not eaten yet. I'm still wanting my fucking food. I was very upset. So he's like, cool, I'm gonna dispose of it for you. So he took my information, disposed, however he took it, put it in the back of his Tahoe thing or whatever, took off. Cool. I'm still hungry. So I got back.
You brought some food with you, brother?
So I got back on Uber Eats because I'm still not going nowhere. Like I'm sorry, I'm not going nowhere. So then I ordered Slim Chickens because I fucks with Slim Chickens too. So I ordered Slim Chickens, which is not a good idea when you're trying to play video games because you can't really enjoy your video games and do that. But I didn't give a fuck. I was hungry. The hunger monster had taken over, and I was like, fuck all this. So ordered that food. That food arrived and early as shit. And then
That's always a win.
me and Outlaw got back into playing games, and then I get my camera start flying. I'm like, oh shit, what my camera's going off? So the dude came back. The dude that had dropped off the stuff or whatever came back with my food in his hand, by the way. And I'm like, oh hell no. So I'm already feeling some type of so I'm already feeling on edge, right? So I went underneath the pillow, you know what I'm saying? I grabbed the, I grabbed a little glocky, and I was like, just in case shit gets real. And it so
Some nigga said I grabbed the glocky.
So
we're just gonna let that go, huh?
Yeah. So then when it happened, right? So I had told my wife, I said, hey, I said, old boy came back, and she was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, that's what I said. Oh shit. So then I called 911, and I was like, listen, I just had LPD over here, came pick up something from me. The dude that had dropped it off, he's back at the house. I just want to let y'all know that I am a veteran and I am armed. And if he tries something crazy, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect my daughter. That's exactly what I said on the 911 call, because I know that shit recorded. I literally said that shit verbatim. I was like, just in case. I didn't know what was going on. I was nervous. And then I learned something about Uber. Have y'all ever heard of Uber Connect before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
so one person on the panel? So no, that's Uber Eats. So hold on. So Uber Connect is like Amazon Flex, kind of like that. So you can place an order to have a parcel picked up and then have it delivered to another place, which is exactly how the shit that ended up at my house ended up at my house. And at the end of all this, what we found out is that there was Adderall in these little black baggies. And apparently the street value of Adderall is like $10 a pill or some shit like that. Mind you, it was about a good 20, 25 pills in these two little baggies, some shit like that. And I was just like, and I'm like, yo, this is a hell of a night. And then I went back, I'm telling Outlaw the whole time. He's getting like play by play because we're playing PS5. Like
he's fucking hilarious.
And so then we get back to playing Marvel Rivals and shit, and then his little one started getting crazy, and then mine was already out. Like she was down for the count because she was tired. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put her down. And
oh no, not Alyssa. Alyssa was up.
Alyssa was crunk.
She was crunk. She was straight Roscoe Dash all the way turned up. It was like polar opposites in our household, right? Mom was dark and quiet. His was like the circus. Like it was like that. But yeah, that all happened all in that was a good 2.5 to 3 hour window of shit that happened in my house.
I'm curious to know when the guy came back, what happened?
Nothing. I didn't open the fucking door.
Did he at least drop your food off?
No, and I wouldn't have ate it anyway, because then I would have felt like it would lace with some shit. We all heard about what's going on with Diddy. I wasn't finna have no sirree Babo.
I mean, like you just left that part to stand. So like I called him and told him he was back, and then he just carried on with it. It's like, wait, so what the fuck happened when this dude came back? Like,
I hope he took that food home with him, and I hope that he ate it, because I ordered that shit, and I ordered a number 4. All right, when you order from Naratai, you get a 1 through 5. 4 is spicy as hell. So I hope he ate it, and I hope his asshole fell out for fucking up my order.
He said you're here for a good time. That's what he said.
No, he was gonna be in for a bad time for a long time.
Bro, that is a wild Uber story. Like that is the I don't have a story to match that.
I didn't want to ever have a story like that. Like I don't want a story like that. That shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, lesson learned here is just get pizza delivered. Like I don't like that. That's the lesson I learned here. Just get pizza delivered.
No, not when it's a certain dish
No,
that you actually really
no.
want
I
at
was
that
about to say
point.
when it's a certain dish now. So
You
the
had it
funny
on the
thing is,
side.
right? The
You had it on the
irony of that
side.
whole situation is I got my rice on Monday.
All worked out in the end.
Damn, that
Yeah.
broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. That broke my heart.
So either way, I ended up getting my rice, just not the day I wanted it. I usually eat my crab meat fried rice like 1 to 2 times a month, give or
For
take.
those of you out there that don't understand, okay, number one, Nara's ain't cheap. And number two,
No,
Nara's is really good.
that's $18 a plate for that damn fried rice. Listen, I've been eating this crab meat fried rice since 2018. When I was really heavy into competing and playing flag football, that was my pregame meal. Like that's what I would eat before I played sports. That whole ass fucking big ass plate, because this ain't no small portion. It is not a small portion.
Nothing.
They
in
bring
Nara's.
that hoe in a. They bring that on one of them nice little black meal prep containers with the cucumbers and the tomatoes and
Yup.
the
And you
spicy
get
red,
the
the spicy
container.
red sauce. Yeah, crawfish fried rice is good too, but crab meat, man, it just hit different.
Pass on our crawfish fried rice.
Yeah, we know you don't like crawfish. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's not your.
that's
It's
why.
okay. Hey, listen. Speaking of crawfish, it is January, so I'm just
This
saying
season's not for you, Micah.
it's
The season's
starting
not
to
for you.
get ready.
No, this season is for me for the potato, sausage, and corn. The crawfish I can keep.
I'll give you that.
Oh, and if GQ is doing it, the mushrooms. Yeah. The mushrooms too.
He do come through for the additives.
The additives. There you go.
Yeah,
No butter sauce, please. None. Don't need it.
ain't none required with the way not with the way I throw down.
No, at all. At all.
Pause.
Like
Come on, man.
this guy.
Come on.
Oh snap! That's good stuff.
Shut your Diddy impersonating ass up, bro. Shut up.
Boy, say, yeah, take that.
What's wrong? What's wrong now? Cat got your tongue? Huh?
Yeah, actually it did. I'm gonna shut up, but when you leave, I'm gonna
You gonna
talk
talk
again.
again? Yeah.
Y'all don't understand the dumb shit we be doing post show.
They don't.
Sometimes it gets deep post show.
7.
Ooh,
Oh,
man.
but yeah, so that's my adventurous stuff. After I went to a bunch of Kia parties this weekend, which was also fun.
Yeah, drugs delivered. At
Yeah,
your doorstep.
You have your keys?
it's the type of next level fuckery I'll be talking about.
Shut him to the car.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Still
Got it.
waiting on the after dark.
Okay, the after dark is gonna have to be done like on a Friday or Saturday because I go to work too early and GQ go to work too early. We got to make sure we're off. And if y'all want to do after dark, y'all got to send in the topics.
It's
I
definitely
mean-
been discussed, and it's gotten to a point where we've considered essentially pre-recording and posting. Considered
Midnight sessions, gentlemen's talk.
because I sure can schedule some shit.
We
I mean, we could do a February 12th, before Valentine's Day to get real spicy.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay.
Make sure we help enhance the birth rate for this year.
Helping hands to birth rate. Yeah, for some of y'all.
I'm just saying, 9
They
times
got
out
no
of 10, if your birthday's in December, we know that your parents is fucking on Valentine's.
This is factual.
Damn, hell, fuck.
Just go backwards, do the math.
Yeah,
better
yeah.
lives. It is better life to get authentic feedback, but some people got to be up early as hell in the morning too.
But you know what though? Outlaw's on to something though. February 12th might not be a bad day to make some shit happen.
What day is February 12th?
Wednesday. It already falls on the show, and we already start after dark. We start at 8:00. We start after dark.
Because I know for damn sure we're not gonna try to devote Friday to doing a show. Like y'all got girlfriends. They gonna be mad as fuck if you over here on the podcast
First of all,
on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is my anniversary, so no, I will
Yeah,
be
you gonna
completely
be
out of
extra
pocket.
fucked. Yeah.
8:00 ain't after dark. That's right.
After dark is when the sun goes down. Thank you very
Right.
much.
Well, nowadays that's 5:30.
Well, I'll give it 9:00.
Y'all know
9:00.
damn well 8:00 ain't no damn after dark. Stop
That's like
playing.
9:00.
When you after
Stop.
30 years old, hell yeah, it is. I be
I was
tired.
about to
sometimes.
say what?
Stop fucking play. Y'all know damn well 8:00 ain't no after dark. You know how all y'all know? Y'all lived in the era of BET Uncut and BET After Dark.
I'm not
Stop
doing.
playing with me.
I'm not doing no show at 2 a.m.
Stop playing. I'm no, well, BET Uncut was at 12, and
Look,
BET
that
After
was
Dark
a-
was at 11. So
That's
stop
not-
playing with
that
me.
wasn't me. That was a young hormonal version of me. I'm healed. I'm changed.
Same
I'm better.
person.
Okay.
Nowadays, I'm just Timothy McHimson. So I'm just
11 p.m.
11 p.m. is After Dark. Y'all can stop the show at 9 and then start the After Dark since y'all got work.
All right, we'll settle it like this. When is prime time? Hey, what you doing? Text time.
No, when is prime time? Hey, big head.
shit, that's the 1 a.m. text. What you mean? I know that.
What's up, CJ?
Don't nothing
That's
good happen
professionally.
after midnight.
That's midnight 1 a.m. type business right there. I'm bored. I'm lonely.
So I'm gonna say the Quiet Storm comes on at 7:30. And
Don't
when
do
the
that.
Quiet Storm come on,
That's not After Dark. Don't do
lay
that.
it down. It's time to lay it down.
No, that's just you being
wow.
old.
Wow.
Hold
At
on. Hey, stranger at
9:32.
9:32.
That's
Whoa.
That's
Very
very
specific.
specific.
That is very specific.
It's
yeah,
the 9. It's
that's
the
right
9:30
now.
part for me.
That's
It's the
right
9:30
now.
part for me. I'm like, yo, 9:30 is.
I got a challenge. If you texting somebody, hey stranger at 9:32, tell us who you texting.
That you keep an eye on. Let's see what this chat doing with.
Over there like that meme. I'm like, I'm gonna be like, old buddy that was in there with the orange suit on.
Look at Moo. 9:32 is crazy, right? So
It's
who
oddly specific.
I want to know who trying to message it at 9:32 p.m. because it's 9:32 p.m. right now.
Situationship, entanglement.
Situation.
Not a Jada.
I mean, if we're gonna be
I mean,
real, if we
Can't call it a sneaky link. So
everybody got that one ex they would text back.
absolutely not.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Maybe I'm just fucking toxic.
No,
I've grown up since then, so no. 25-year-old me, absolutely. 35-year-old me, fuck
Hell no. You know Bishop Bullwinkle. Hell no. To the no,
no.
no. Hell to the no.
I would rather take my chances going out and getting some new blood
Facts.
because I have a high success rate anyway. So,
Oh shit.
but like
Facts.
going backwards in time, absolutely not. No, I don't. It's like that's like listen. I'm gonna equate it like this. That's like getting brand new tires on your car and then going back to the shop 6 months later and tell them I want my old tires back. That's already bald and ain't got no tread pattern.
I'm gonna say it like this.
I missed no grip.
Sometimes revisiting an ex is like revisiting your favorite TV show. You know how it's going to end, but it's still fun in the meantime.
Okay. That's okay. I give you your point for that one is pretty. Your explanation is pretty valid, but nah, absolutely not for me.
So because I know Outlaw so well, I'm gonna give him the point for that one, but I'm gonna counterpoint because of the way that
Wow.
all right, Jay-Z.
On to the net.
So anyway,
on to
so
the net.
my
who's your
my
starter,
counterpoint
though?
is, yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, different stages, bro. I feel you, Jess. I absolutely do.
You know what? If I'm on an island by myself, I might have an X there.
So,
that was a good one. That was a good
so,
one. I'll give you that.
so you're not on an island. It's just so I ran my franchise very differently. I ran mine a lot more like a baseball team. So
This
there was
nigga did not
always,
say he ran his franchise.
I said what the fuck I said.
Dog.
I didn't
Hey,
stutter.
like we said in the chat, man. He won a championship. He went to Disney.
I'm trying to tell you.
Stop it. Stop it. We not on no Doc Rivers shit over here. Stop it.
First of all, you ain't got to be disrespectful and call me Doc Rivers, all right? I won far more than he has, but and I don't choke in 7 games.
Ben Simmons player or not? He knows.
Ooh.
Outlaw
Double dips.
Dip, baby, dip. Come on now.
I'm gonna say this since y'all keep coming from me. I'm gonna say this.
Walk
I was
with a
going to
dip.
defend you.
No, I'm gonna say this. Don't act like there ain't somebody who catches your mind at the darkest of hours who did some things to you that you ain't never done had since then.
So so you're leading into my counterpoint. So allow me to finish what I was saying. When I said I run it like a baseball team, because when you have your main roster, you always have the farming system, your prospects, aka the ones you're not in a relationship with or you never dated, but you still got to go see them in action, if you will.
Yeah.
So those are different. Those you can always go back to. But
A
X's
whole
is a
ass-
no.
Okay,
X
so
is
whole
like-
ass
yeah.
no. Yeah, X no. But like the ones, the sneaky links who sauced you up.
Yes, see, but those aren't X's.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Those aren't
Yeah.
X's.
I don't qualify.
No, they don't qualify. An X is somebody you dated and y'all broke up. Like if y'all was just
They
fucking
was on a
around,
practice squad.
if y'all was just fucking around, y'all are not dating.
Yeah, fucking around is practice squad.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Facts.
Or G League or
All right,
whatever.
So I
AAA.
recant my statement. You don't text your exes, but goddamn it, you know the ones you gonna hit up.
Yeah. And
As soon as you
listen,
become a free
male-
agent again, you know what
listen.
team you're looking for.
male or female, when you were single, you had a rotation, male or female. You had if you were active. So there are some people who weren't active, but if you were single, you had a rotation, 100%. You had the same couple that you would always be able to shoot a little text to, kind of like the hey big head that she sent out earlier. Or, hey stranger, I'm sorry. You just do. Like it's part of it.
And if you don't, you fucking
Except
lying.
Micah live his life so quietly.
Right.
Yeah. I used to live my life so quietly. I'm living my
Mr.
best
Gent live
life.
his life so outlandishly.
Whoa.
Me and
I was minding my business over here.
me and Outlaw just be, we just be doing things.
Come on, dog.
Upgrade and degrade as you will. Hey, I'm gonna put it like this in video game terms. Every now and then you gotta redistribute your stat points.
You want to have a nice balanced KD,
Every now and then you gotta do a different build.
Oh, I stay doing a different build. I don't like you got your one, but you gotta,
Okay, pimp. I see you.
Oh, my bad. We didn't know that's how you played the game. She over here playing 4D chess.
So fresh. Feel like she's taking off. She's so fly, huh? That's what's going on.
That's what I heard. Somebody hotline be blinging.
I know her theme song already. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave, baby. That's a down south. That's a down south thing. People that don't know. Moo might not know that one. Moo ain't down south.
I just heard Mary.
Look, I would have really thought it would have been more like Tory Lanez and Rihanna. It'd be more Wild Thoughts.
Oh,
Like Carlos Santana could throw it in the back. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my question, Mr. GQ. I know you're gonna answer this one very well.
You know I am.
What up, Eddie?
What's up, Eddie?
What's the deal?
So we already clarified that these are not your exes that you were hitting up.
100%.
But why weren't they an ex to begin with?
because I, just like my brother DJ Mike B, was not always a big fan of being in relationships like that. I enjoyed my freedom.
Facts.
So I can be, because when you're free, you're free. When you are on the market, you are on the market, which means you are testing your value 100%. And you are what the market says you are. What the market is willing to pay is exactly your value. So I went out there and tested the fuck out that market. And I've always said this. Micah knows this very well. I did my best work as a lone wolf. I have zero problem going to the bar by my damn self, sitting at the bar by my damn self, going to the country bar by my damn self. I don't care.
And you
whether I'm
see,
with the group or not.
and
The night
and you
does
see,
the objective never changed.
never. And
just
you see,
either
with
was-
me, I was always a lone wolf. Because normally when I go out in a group, I'm like, all right, where's this person? Where's this person? I know this person been drinking, and I might. But when I went out by myself, oh, I'm out there.
Yeah. Like I learned a lot of stuff growing up and going, and you know what? Here's the crazy thing. Where I picked up my, we'll call it confidence, if you will, to go out by myself was James Bond. James Bond was the coldest motherfucker I ever seen at a bar by himself in a tuxedo, ordering drinks, and nobody fucked with him. But the ladies love that dude. And I thought that was the flyest shit I ever seen. Like, and we're all kids from like the late 80s, early 90s. We've seen lots of examples, but seeing James Bond do something like that was like, I can do that. Now, granted, I don't wear tuxedos to the bar, but I was like, but I can exude that level of confidence going out.
Well, you ain't
And that's
gotta
where it
wear a
came from.
tuxedo.
No,
Just-
and it's just like when we talk about like, right, so I even wrote it in my discussion board for my class. They were like, like, why do you, they asked like, why do I go by Jay? Like, I've been going by Jay since middle school. It's like, where Jay came from? It was inspired by Will Smith and Men in Black. That's where it came from, 100%. What did he do in the movie? His name was James, which used to be my alter ego when I traveled to some areas when I was, and then took the rest of it off and just left the letter J. That's 100% where it came from.
So somewhere
what a
out
time
there
to
in
be
the
alive.
world, there's a woman laying in bed thinking about a man named James, but he wasn't really
Yes.
James. He was a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I see what you did there, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna wrap it up for tonight.
I had to.
I like that. That was, yeah. Yes.
Oh my god, this guy.
All right, let's do closing thoughts. I think DJ might be tired of my shit.
I'm not tired of your shit, but I know you're gonna go down a dark road and you won't be able to turn around, brother.
Quick.
Man,
It's
you
okay.
niggas
Look,
so
I
fun.
got a flashlight. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Got a ring light.
All right. I'll start off
Yeah,
with closing
we gonna
thoughts.
get
This nigga got a whole ring light camera.
I mean, I got one too, but I ain't gonna pull it out. This is sitting right there. That's the only reason you can see.
These niggas gotta have backlit cameras just to look good.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all are handsome, man.
My
I don't
skin
wanna
looks
live in the
amazing right
shadows
now, by the
all-
way.
I know you just did not do the damn light skin wipe down your face, bruh.
He did.
He
He said, "Y'all
I-
see that? Y'all see?
yeah,
I've been using that.
I-
Y'all see? I've been using that coconut oil. Y'all see it?
If I would have went right here, then I would have been like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm just.
You know what? On the lighter side of thoughts, fellas, we have been invited to host the very, very first. I know y'all seen it in the chat, right? I hope y'all saw it in the
Yes.
chat.
Yes. Continue rocking.
We have been invited to. Why is it so small? Anyway, we have been invited to host the very first Baytown Social Media Awards and concert. There's going to be a battle of the bands for I think 3 Zydeco bands. They're going to get 30 minutes apiece, and also we've been invited there as a podcast to do interviews and things like that. It will be February 8th. I will definitely be live on location. I don't know if anybody else will be. I mean, I know me and GQ have brought it up before, and I don't think I ever talked about it to Gent or Outlaw, but we have received an official invite.
We all got to be there. We got to be there.
Yeah. I'm
We
wearing
definitely got to
my
be in
boots.
attendance.
We got to be looking our best too. I hope y'all got some suits. Or maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Are we
that
on
might be
Super
George. That might be on George.
I'm a DJ that does weddings, bro. Don't make don't make me pull out the Alexanders. Please don't make
My
me pull out
name
the
is not.
McQueens.
My name is not Mr. GQ just because.
Facts.
The question really becomes what color, because we got a lot of color suits in the closet.
Come on.
Is that a we are in? So I can go ahead and respond to
Let's do it.
to Mr. Griffin. We're in.
Yeah.
I will
Live on the
send
air.
I will send him the message right now. We
first-
are in.
The first show from the sidelines is participating in a social media awards show as hosts, which means we probably don't have to bring any equipment.
No, he wants us to podcast live with the interviews too, so he can chop up the videos later. Because I don't think he has like an official videographer yet, or we don't.
We're gonna need some technology.
Yeah, we'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out.
We got time.
Shit, it's the 15th. That's the 8th.
It's not the 15th. It's the 8th.
I'm saying today is the 15th, and that's the 8th, meaning we don't have a lot of time.
I mean,
yes, I do yes, and actually, I have damn near all the colors you put on there.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I am so mad. I read that phrase and knew exactly what the fuck she meant, spelling colors like that.
Yeah,
I knew. I knew what she was talking about. I just let it go. It's a cultural thing.
I'm mad that I actually knew what it was, and I was like,
because she got them
colors.
I do like rocking a blue suit, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I do like rocking a blue suit. Now, purple.
Nice.
Purple. I'll be fucking around. I'll go out there looking like the Joker in that motherfucker. Yeah.
All right.
I see what you did there.
I start this thing off. My final thoughts are a good show tonight. I think this is our first like show where we've actually just done gentlemen's talk things in a while, other than interviewing and promoting things and stuff like that. This one was a fun one. I look forward to more shows like this. Don't forget, tomorrow you got me, you got Willie, you got Moo, PVT. Friday you got Moo, and you got Picante over there, aka Mel. GQ gets it. Don't worry, y'all don't have to get it. Y'all got Picante over there with Mel on Ish Inside the Huddle, where they talk all the ish, the best damn football show, period, on the internet. If you've never watched it and you love football, you need to watch that. Monday, of course, we got B2B, and then Wednesday we're right back here. And next week we do have an interview coming up with the one and only Dirty Bay Dirk. That's what I call him, but he goes by Dirty Bunny Dirk. That is my dude. Known him since he was a kid, and he is now a rapper. He owns his own security business. Me and him are looking at doing a song together around June. So yes, I am going to hop back in the DJ booth one last time for my sanity, because everybody's been telling me to record this damn song. Other than that, go Texans. It will take a miracle, but it's okay. Go Texans. H-time, baby.
All right. Closing thoughts. I really don't have none. It's fun. I love doing this. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. We're doing big, great things. So thank y'all for being a part of this.
Sound like closing thoughts to me.
Yeah,
what you talking about? Saying
I
you ain't
didn't
got
have
none.
I didn't have anything eloquent or witty to say. I done ran out of jokes. Like I
Doesn't need to be.
Gent's sweaty forehead. I can see it from here. I'm just fucking with you, Mr. Gent.
I'm like, what am I fucking doing? I put a hat on, nigga.
Well, you trying to hide the fact that you on your bald-headed hoe shit is what you're doing. But anyway, I digress.
Damn.
Oh, we got really aggressive at the end of the show here.
I've been quiet this whole show. I ain't coming for nobody.
What's happening here?
That's the problem. You ain't did nothing. We gotta.
Wait. Before y'all say he ain't did nothing, this man did a lot off here.
100%.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
All of a sudden, you know what? Just give your closing thoughts.
He trying to leave his problems in 2024.
leave my problems in 2024. I mean, it's not a new me, but it's a brand new. I'm growing here. All right.
It sounds like a new year, new you.
No, hell no, don't do that.
No, new year growth of me. All right. Great show.
Negative.
Great show. Y'all fucking fools. Y'all fucking gotta be cracking up over here. Tired of y'all asses. Y'all, I'm sick of you. At the same time.
Hey, you want to know why I was talking shit? You see what I'm saying? That backhanded ass compliment.
I had something in my mind to say. Yeah, I completely lost it because y'all bullshit. Simply. Because of y'all bullshit. It's y'all fault. I'm gaslight. Y'all fault. Yeah.
That's cute.
That's toxic.
But no, if TikTok closes down, we're probably gonna be on Red Note. So y'all check that shit out.
Man, I just had to look up a Red Note. It's basically like the Chinese version or something like that.
TikTok, yeah.
Y'all gonna be losing y'all damn data.
Hey, tight shit. You know, it's all good.
Listen. All right, following up all that fuckery right there. First of all, do not download fucking Red Note. All right, if you're
like,
don't do that. Don't download Google Giggle or whatever the fuck that was that Outlaw put earlier. Like, listen, yes, this time next week we may or may not have TikTok. We'll see. Maybe it gets extended for the 270 days like they talked about. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Unfortunately, if it does, we could get MySpace jumping again. We could probably do live ass content on MySpace. But anyway, I'm gonna digress on that. But anyway, yeah, that is unfortunate. Hopefully by this time next week we do still have TikTok. We enjoy having it as a platform to push out to you guys. Great show tonight. Had fun with my brothers as per usual. Chat, y'all always come through. Even with the 932 Hey Stranger text, y'all be coming through in the clutch.
Don't forget about 948 one.
Nah, 948 is not good. That means you ain't respond.
Yeah, they know.
Be over here on some T-Pain Wiz Khalifa type stuff. Talking about it's 12 o'clock in the morning. All right. Anyway, so
I'm going to bed soon.
932. There's another song that involves time, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Be looking out for these interviews, man. We appreciate the invite for the social media award show. That's huge. That's massive. We got to find a way to show up and show out as per usual. We got to do what outlandish gentlemen do best, which is be outlandish. It's pretty easy to just be ourselves, as you can see. Glad y'all enjoyed the story time tonight. We always got stories. That don't do that. We're not gonna do that. It do sound like a Drake song though.
9:32 p.m. in Houston.
Oh, not Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Oh man, but like I said, like DJ Michael B said, like Mr. Gent said, like Outlaw said, man, make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe, y'all follow, man. We are into the 3,000s. We on our way up to the 4,000s. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it popping. Let's get up there. And Lord have mercy. As per usual, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we are out.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it.